Yeah.
I haven't done a Dal in so long though.
I did one a little bit ago. It
Yeah.
still fucking sucks.
I can only imagine, man. Always go top.
So real. Yeah, that is how I do it. Um, I don't think I have done a DAL to completion in so long.
Let's see if Serena listens in. I'll give it like a couple minutes before I just open up Party B slots to anybody.
Sabrina's internet's gonna be down until 4 a.m.
Holy cow!
So yeah,
That's
they
very
disconnected
unfortunate.
from low man.
Gotcha. That is very unfortunate. Okay.
I mean, anyone can talk if you want. No one's gonna stop you, probably.
As long as it's not during calls, like or organization stuff.
Nah, I want talking over anyone calling. I just rather talk. My fingers hurt.
Yeah, that's not a
Fucking
big deal.
so real. I had to leave work early today because my wrist was killing me because I was typing too much.
Yeah.
I've been typing too much for school this week, and then I got to work yesterday and I had to send like 30 different emails. And then I get to work today, and my boss is like, "Hey, can you write up a quick report on this for Central?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then my hands started to like actually hurt enough to distract me from doing work. So I was like, "Hey, I'm going home."
Perfect. All right. All right, everybody. Please be in voice. In ABC. All right, 45. And it's close enough for me to go ahead and get started. So, welcome everybody. This is the Saturday Light Night, usually hosted by Fi, but he's taking some much-needed self-care time, so I am taking over the slot for a little bit in the meantime. So, today we are going to be starting off on Fresh Prog. What does that mean? Meaning we are going to be working on getting through the barracks, hitting up TS a few times, hopefully maybe getting through TS, and then from there we'll see how far we get. As we get started, we will I'll note that you do not have to pop pures at the very beginning. So you want to make sure that you have a offensive essence of some sort to throw in your on your character when you go in, and a mildly defensive essence for when we make it to TS. The first TS, we're not expecting to clear it. We're just expecting to get people seeing some mechanics. It's a very fast fight, and that is the best way to handle it. The only people that need to have pures on them are going to be healers. You poor souls, I do bless you for your sacrifice. But you don't need it on like at zone in. You just need to make sure that you have it in your holster, so that way if there is people dead, you can pick them up off the ground. Use that fancy spatula that you have. So as we start off with, again, there is a recommended loadout. If you look inside the recruitment post, these loadouts are less of a guideline and more of a hard requirement. It is the bare minimum that we need to make sure we make it through the entire raid with all the essences that we need, as well as clearing all the mechanics that we have to handle. I also highly recommend, if you have a healer, go ahead and bring both Steel Sting and Spellforge, because if something happens and your co-healer forgets to bring it, whoop whoop, you have saved your party. So please make sure that all healers should have one of each in their holsters. Otherwise, we are going to be starting off with just some barracks pools. We will be splitting into 2 voice calls for this. Carter is going to be leading the golems over in the golems chat once we go in,
Hi.
and I will be leading our slimes. We will, once we go through it and we make it through at least once, then from there we will start handling things in a single call. But just expect to make sure to communicate with each other through shout chat or lines chat when we're outside of the instances, amongst any developments that may happen. We are expecting to probably wipe probably 3-4 times to barracks, so again, try not to pop any good essences in the meantimes. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and do a ready check. Again, nobody has to be in Gongos except for myself, but please make sure that you do have the necessary essences to be in. Ooh, what's this? Alright, that is everybody. We're going to go ahead and zone us in. There's nothing to be nervous about. It's fine. We'll die a few times, and that's just kind of the natural state of it. Especially if you're golems, and by golems you mean run around in a death circle and call it a day.
Run around in the death ball, yeah.
We love death balls, woo! Alright, as we come in, make sure to do not pop any re-raisers, do not pop any major essences unless you have a ton to spare. Just throw something mildly defensive or offensive, depending on what you're doing. Probably offensive for the majority of classes, defensive for our tanks and healers over on Slime side. Slimes are over on the left, and golems are over on the right. We will have these marked with little markers, just so it is very obvious. ABC will go left, DEF will go right. Please make sure that you have the necessary actions to do your job when you drop down. Before we get dropped down, please make sure that you double and triple check that you are jumping down on the correct side. If you take the wrong portal, then the wrong platform, then congratulations, you've locked it out for someone else. So please be doubly and triply sure that you are going down the correct platform.
We'll mark which side is which.
Yeah, people are watching cutscenes and stuff. Let them enjoy it. There we go. So we have A, B, C, and D, E, F. Perfect.
And be sure to pop your essences, the non-pures, as well as slot in any actions you need to start. And then, once you're ready and you've done all of that, if you are on Golem's side, you can go ahead and drop down into the next voice call where I will be taking care of you.
Alright, let me finish getting my loadout. Dump a couple of these because I don't really need them. And I'll put this in here just in case. Perfect. Again, double and triple check. Make sure you were jumping down on the correct side. These markers will disappear here shortly as I take them for slime explanation. Again, if you're in parties D, E, or F, you're going to want to jump on down to the DRS East or Golems chat. All right. So to start us off today, offensive essence, close enough. If you are our if you are our Rin, if you are Perception, make sure you have Perception on, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how to Percept. Hello. So first thing you want to do is line yourself up with this green sort of pad over here, and then throw a Percept down. All right. It'll either say there's nothing nearby or there is a trap nearby. One nearby, that means there is a trap in the southeast room, and then we run all the way over here to the west side, and then you cram yourself in the corner right here, and then you toss out another Percept. And they'll say either nearby, also nearby. So both of our traps are in the south 2 rooms. So there's going to be one in the hallway and one in each of the south rooms. You always want to Percept the hallway first. My recommendation is pop Sprint before we open the door. And if you look over this wall right here, where there's a blue line going down the middle of the hallway, stand on the blue line and align yourself with that that big pile of rubble, and then throw a Percept there. That will find it in the hallway, and then you just run to the door of the room. You'll throw a Percept in the doorway, and then you'll find it. Don't go too far in because there could be a trap right there. So right in the doorway is usually best. And then if you don't find it, you'll run to the button and you'll Percept again. So you only need 2 Percepts per room max. And you know what 2 rooms to search for, which is going to be your southwest and southeast. If there's ever a situation where we have to search for a north, always start northwest and then go clockwise from there. Because the northwest room is the first room that has people in it. But otherwise, hello everybody. If you are here and listening to my wonderful voice, you are on Slime's side. First things first, you'll see that there is 6 markers here down on the ground. These are color coordinated. If you're in Party A, we need you to split between 2 light parties, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS between the A and 1 marker. Party B, you'll split into 2 light parties of 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS on the B and 2 marker. And Party C, same for the C and 3 marker. There should be 4 people per marker. Perfect. All right, awesome. Number 2, if you're a tank, turn on your tank stance. Every time, this is now old content, therefore you now lose your tank stance every single time we zone in, and all tanks need their tank stances on, no matter what. So just don't forget. We'll make sure to send out reminders on a regular basis whenever we zone in. Yeah, Jim, you need to be about 1.
Okay. What?
You're in Party A. There we go.
Just stand on whatever.
It's whatever. It is what it is. Okay. So otherwise, welcome to Slime. So if I am going to give a quick rundown of how we handle this, it is a fairly quick-paced. Everyone has a job to do, and if someone fails at that job, it can potentially cause a wipe, as it is weirdly precise. So please make sure to listen closely and handle your job. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Just know what you have to do. So first, tanks. You will, starting with the northwest room, which is my room, there'll be 3 slimes that drop into the middle of the hallway. You just run through, pick them up with a quick AoE, and then take them to your assigned room. You'll notice that these markers that we have, A, 1, 2, and B, perfectly align with one of the rooms inside the barracks. The northwest room, northeast, southeast, and southwest. That is your room. If you're on that marker, you are responsible for that room. So I'll pick up the first 3. Then Rain will pick up the next 3, and then the tank on the 2 marker will pick up the next 3, and then the B, the southwest room, will pick up the last 3 slimes and drag them to the room. There's giant green buttons inside of the room. Please make sure to tank them on the green button. They will fuse into a large slime with multiple buff stacks. So it'll be, at the start, there'll be 2 stacks on the buff. That slime needs to stay on the button the entire time. It is very important that that slime stays on the button all the time. Next, once the southwest room has picked up its slimes, I will call Healer Free-for-All. What that means is, healers, you are responsible to start bringing slimes to your tanks to pull off of you 1 at a time. So you'll go ahead, you'll use a single target attack, no dots, no AoEs, just single attack, glare, broil, dosis, whatever. Hit it, it'll attack you, just drag it into the room, and then the tank will pull it off of you. Do not hold it anywhere near the hallway, as red slimes, which you'll get to shortly, will eat your slime through the wall. So please make sure that you are not anywhere near the hallway when you pull your slimes in. So you're going to pull in slimes continuously up until the slime on the button is at 4 stacks. So it'll have 4 stacks of the little buff. And with a 5th slime, which is going to sit there and hit you off to the side. You will just keep getting hit and keeping your tank alive until all rooms are at 4 stacks, with a 5th one held off to the side. And then I will call commit. When I call commit tanks, you need to range attack or provoke the slime, pull it off of your healer, and pull it through the center of the big slime on the button. Make sure that they fuse on the button. Once they both fuse, they will start capturing Rupture. You'll head out into the hallway, pick up any loose mobs. We head out the north door and then all the way to the east, and we'll be at the tippy tip of a broken bridge for safety. You cannot be too far in from that safety point because these AoEs are very large. But otherwise, that is the tanks and healers and the main mechanics that we handle. Now, DPS, if you are assigned to a room, aka if you're on the A, 1, 2, or B markers, your job is to stare ever so lovingly at the marker until at your room until a red slot or a red slime or a sanguine clot will fall onto the ground. You hit it one time with anything and it will tether to you. So once it tethers to you, it will not stop hitting you until it dies. So you tether it to you, pull it out into the hallway, and up against the wall next to the door closest to your room. So if I'm in the southwest room, I'll pull it onto this wall right here on the other side of the wall. So you'll be in the hallway, but up against the wall here. That way, it is away from the healers walking their slimes into the room, and it gives you plenty of room to eat it. So there'll be 4 red slimes at all times into the 4 corners of this hallway of us beating it down. There is a pseudo DPS check here, however, because even if that red slime is not dead yet, there's going to be another red slime that might drop in the room. You have to go get that. It doesn't matter if you already have a slime on you, you have to get it out of the room, because it can and will eat the green slime on the button, and then it's just a wipe. There's nothing we can do at that point. So please be mindful of pulling red slimes out of the rooms as fast as possible, keep them away from other red slimes, and then kill them dead. Once I call commit, you'll pick up any loose mobs, you'll head out the north door and all the way to the east. Now party C, you are our support party. The C marker will be on the north side of the hallway, and the 3 marker will be on the south side of the hallway. Once you get to your side of the hallway, do not go anywhere near the middle hallway, as it will fill it with green slimes. Your job is to just help kill reds, help us meet that DPS check, and Bosnian soldiers will appear on the buttons at north and south. Just make sure to kill those down at some point, but the reds are top priority. Important thing to note is that the Bosnian soldiers' big ol' AoE that they have can be stunned. So tanks and melee, you can use your low blow to stop them from doing their big ol' AoE. So that is an option for you. Otherwise, that is really all the mechanics of barracks. It can be weirdly precise, and it really requires people to pay attention to their job and not what other people are doing. So please be mindful about that. There is a couple gotchas here. First and foremost is that there is to be no AoEs. So no dancing, no asais, no whatever large abilities people may have. No big old moves. Targeted AoEs are okay as long as they are used responsibly. Don't nuke a green in the middle of the hallway and pull all of the greens at you with it. So just be very mindful of what you are using and how you are using it. Healers, this does apply to AoE healing as well. The green slimes in the middle of the hallway, they are tremor sensed, so pretty much any active that's done within them, nearby them, will aggro them, and then we'll have a fun time trying to figure out how to deal with that. So just please be very, very mindful. Otherwise, that's really all there is to it. There are 3 traps going to be somewhere in the barracks. This time we know it's in the middle of the hallway, and 1 in each of the south rooms. Please do not go into the rooms or past the hallway until those traps have been percepted by our preceptor, Rin Konishi. Otherwise, let's go ahead and throw up some ready checks, and if you have any questions, please let me know. We are going to die. It is what it is. Please don't pop any traps. We use them to commit suicide if we have to wipe quickly. Bees ready. Bees ready, and we're just waiting on Jam in A.
Twins not in B party?
No, Jam's in A party. Alright, there we go. That's so funny. Alright. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start our countdown. Once I open this door, things are going through. Food check, stance check. The vitality is pretty nice, and a good trick, Ren, is to pop sprint before we open the door so that we have the full 20 seconds. And away we go. Alright, northwest tank, get ready to pick up your 3 slimes. Wait for the trap. There it is. Pick up the 3 slimes. Reds are dropping soon. DPS, get ready. Red slimes are down. Pick them up and pull them out. Any hit will do. Northeast tank, pick up your 3 slimes. Southeast tank, get ready after this. Reds are going to be dropping soon. Southeast, pick up your slimes. Reds are down, pick them up, pull them out. Southwest tank, be ready. Reds are going to be dropping soon. Keep an eye on your runes. Southwest, pick up your 3 slimes. Reds are down, pick them up, pull them out. Alright, it is healer free for all. Healers, you can start bringing some slimes to your tanks. Do not force feed them. Just bring them into the room and let your tank do what they need to do to pull them off of you. Reds are down, get them out. Remember, stop pulling slimes once you're at 4 stacks of the big slime. Reds are down. Get them out. Reds are down. Get them out. Keep killing those reds. Once you're at 4 stacks on your big slime and you have a 5th one held off to the side, put in yell chat that you're 4 and holding. Reds are down. Get them out. Alright, northwest is 4 and holding. Northeast is 4 and holding. Just waiting on our south side. Southwest looks like it's 4 and holding. Southeast, everybody commit. Everybody commit. Pull through. Pull through. Reds are down. Get them out. Remember, pull it through the center of your big slime. Once they're fusing, go ahead and pick up any loose mobs. Pick up any loose mobs, and we're heading out the north door. Out the north door, all the way to the east. All the way out the north door, all the way to the east. Just run, 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 run. Holy shit, is this a first shot slimes? What the fuck? Alright. Go ahead and once you're in the corner, make sure this is the last chance to pop mitts. Samurais, you better be meditating in that corner. Watching you. Holy actual fucks, dude. Good job. Holy shit, dude. Healers, check your parties for any dead bodies. I don't see any dead bodies, though. Holy fuck. That's nuts.
I guess this proves, once again, that clears are better at barracks than re-clears.
This is a fresh prog.
Or prog is better than re-clears.
That is true. It's really, really unusual to clear slimes the first time. Like, really unusual. Like, it doesn't happen.
I believe our red mage just crashed.
That is very unfortunate. Did they crash down there or up here?
They crashed down there.
Is there a healer down there available? Because they might come in dead.
They're still alive. And
Oh.
no, I think
Well, okay.
we all moved forward.
We will see what happens. There's a chance they might come back dead, though. All right, friends. All right. Gotcha. All right, let me open up my notepad. All right, friends. So we're going to do some really quick explanations for our good friend Trinity Seeker.
I would say hold off for a second. We have someone DC'd in my party, and they are... Oh, did they just come up here, or did they full DC? They full DC'd.
Okay, let's see if they come back. Fingers crossed. We stare longingly at the golem's side. Hope and dream.
They are still alive, though, so I'm just sitting here chilling next to them until they disappear.
Gotcha.
But they will reappear alive.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's the same thing over here on slime side.
Got some gamers in this prog cycle.
There's one person still
Up
down
there they go.
God,
Alright, our red mage just went offline.
I'm just gonna... I pulled the person that was still down there back up into the call. If I get a DM from Booty, he'll understand.
Yeah, I'll be
coming
fine.
back. It just my PC give me crap.
Oh no, PC prog.
That was me last night.
Yeah, ever since the new NVIDIA driver, I've been having issues with it.
The worst.
Sorry, friend.
Final Fantasy DC, let's go. Definitely not B.
Welcome back.
Awesome. Is everyone back
Good.
then?
Alright, our red mage made it back alive.
My co-tank is still down.
Okay. Are they just they still Pokeballed, I assume?
They are full DC'd.
Okay, gotcha.
They are... I am standing right next to where they will appear.
Okay, sick. That's Robius, right?
Yeah, Robia, yeah.
Gotcha.
Is this where we re-raise?
Yes. So at this point, you can go ahead, throw on your defensive essences if you did not bring a pure. If you do not have a defensive essence, then you'll probably just die. So just throw something on. Just don't die then, forehead. We'll give Robia just a couple minutes. I'm gonna use this second to use the restroom really quick. I have returned. Did they make it back?
Give me a moment. I am tabbed out. No.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. We need to start
I think
getting
you're-
going. Yeah. So friends, I'm going to go over some quick explanations over Trinity Seeker. Trinity Seeker is a souped up version of DRN. The first and foremost, the biggest thing is the raid wides are very ouchies. So make sure if you do not have a defensive essence, then you're probably going to die a whole bunch. Healers, now's the time to pop your pure if you have your pure ready to go. So that way you can res people so they can keep trying to prog. First things first is fourfold mercies. This is the same thing that you see in DRN. However, they are much faster. If your feet are where the orange appears, you are too late and it's already hit you. So what we do is we go ahead and we call either a 1 or 2 movement. I do call true north, so I will call west west east east, north south south north, no matter what. So it'll always be true north. Just know usually the best way to dodge them is to kind of stand on the safe side inside of their hitbox until you see the cleaves go off, and then as the second or first cleave moves across, you step over. It'll be like you're moving into the orange, but it is, trust me, it is safe. So you'll see what I mean. There is a nice GIF that shows. Oh no, their internet died. Fingers crossed. There's a nice GIF inside of DRS chat to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Next is going to be Seasons of Mercy. Seasons of Mercy is literally the same thing as in DRN. Look away from the orb, dodge ice, orb pops, ice goes off, and then the flower expands. The flower expansion is just much faster, so just be very mindful of that. Next is going to be Verdant Path. There are 3 Verdant Paths. One is a get inside the boss, the other one is in intercards of the boss, and the last one is a stack. We'll call that as needed. There's 2 different kinds of special tank busters and a basic bitch tank buster. If his sword is glowing, then it's a solo. If it's not, then it's a party. It's a tank stack. So we'll have 3 tanks assigned to help pick these up. Then we will have Ifrit dashes. One thing to note about Ifrit dashes, they almost always come right before your 2 minutes. Try and delay your 2 minutes until after the Ifrit dashes resolves, just so you have you don't mess up any timing, and the melee can hit the boss with their 2 minutes, because the boss there is no way to get uptime during this mechanic. And then from there, we either be knocked back or hide behind a barricade, which is kind of similar to a number of the mechanics in DRN. And then last is going to be Iron Splitters. These are the rings, just like in DRN. However, please be mindful that these come with Earth Shakers. It is so increasingly important that you do a quick DPS shuffle to see whether or not you have the Earth Shaker, and if you do, take it away from the party, revolving around the middle Trinity Seeker. The middle Trinity Seeker is the one that is doing the Earth Shakers. So just stepping on the other side of the one we're hitting is not going to be good enough. Make sure to rotate away from the party. Otherwise, the rest is just everything kind of overlapping. Another thing to know about chains that will pop up, they lock in when they are when the chains go away and the chains actually physically appear on your character. So try not to move too far. The distance needed to break is set when those chains set. So if you're really, really close, they're super easy to break. If you're really, really far from each other, they're really hard to break. So try and be as close as possible. Stay stacked and until we can break those chains. Otherwise, everything's just a combination of mechanics. I will make the calls as they come through. Just be very mindful of that. Otherwise, has Robia come back yet? They're still trying to reboot their stuff?
They're still trying to reboot, yes.
Gotcha. Fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure most people hate Comcast. They're an awful, awful service provider. Yes, chains do put a debuff on you. Yep. For this pull through, this is just a practice to kind of test to show off the mechanics. So you do not need to pop any kind of actions. If you are a support character like a Rend Armor or the or Cure 4 or Dervish. If you want to practice timing it inside of your burst to kind of see where it comes up, you totally can do that. We do have 2 rend armors, which is Deej and Wib. One of you will want to be first rend, and the other one will want to be second rend. Okay. Yes. I'll get tank sorted out in just a second. What's going on, Orion? No. Yeah, we use LBs exclusively to get people up. Since it's so hard to pick people up off of the ground in here, we exclusively use limit breaks for healer LB3 to get people alive again. Whether that's a panicked LB3 at the very end to make sure to try and get as many people alive as we can, or one in the middle of the fight to try and get people back up and running so they can keep doing and hitting the boss. The only exception to this is the last fight with the last mechanic, but we'll get there when we get there. And in most cases, yeah, it is a DPS loss. With the actions and stuff in here, it's a lot of DPS. Yeah, it's true. Heal break 3. Let's go. Is there anyone that would like to main tank this? I don't like main tanking while calling, if I can help it.
Yeah.
Alright, Carter. And then we need 2 off tanks. Opal. Wait a second. Rain. And then Rin. We'll have Rin do our third. Nice. Alright, perfect. Thank you. When I call for a stack tank buster, just stand with the main tank, pop mitigations, and go. Look like they are not coming back. That is very unfortunate. At least not for another hour. So big sadness. Alright, well, in that case, I am sorry, our good friends in that party, you will not have LB3 big sadness. That is party F. F's in chat for party F. .2 cake. All right. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and step across the purple line. Remember, we're just here to see mechanics. Don't need to pop any kind of costly interactions. All right, looks like everyone's crossed the line, and I'm going to go ahead and start our countdown. We do start off with a raid wide. However, buff culling is a thing, so try not to put too many shields out on people too early as people are trying to put up their 2 minutes. You should have re-raisers. If you are not the if you are not Carter, make sure your tank stance is off. And away we go. Again, starts off with a raid wide. Boom. Let's go. Alright, next we're going to have fourfold. Listen close to calls, I am calling the safe side. Alright, we are going. Alright, either west or north. Alright, east, east, west, west. East, east, west, west. One movement. East, east, west, west. One, and move. Going into seasons, look away from one. Look away from one. Dodge ice, look away from one. Get away from the bloom. Alright. Next is going to be a good old raid wide into a tank buster. We are not skipping the tank buster. Right, away from the main tank. Alright, everybody within the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Front and back are also safe, but middle is the safest regardless of facing. Right. Off tanks, go stand with main tank. Mitigate. Off tank, stay away from main tank. No one near the main tank at this time. Alright, next is going to be chains. Make sure to stack up. Once the chains disappear, we are getting knocked into any barricade. Break your chains, get knocked into a barricade. Any barricade will do. Resolve your chains, break your barricade. Knock into a barricade. Alright, come on in for Ifrits, inside for Ifrit dashes. Save your 2 minutes. We are starting at D, getting knocked into 1. Start at D, wait for the dash, and then get knocked to the far end of 1. Knocked into the far end of 1. Don't go out. Don't go past the 1 barricade. Don't go past the 1 barricade. Good job. We come in. Everyone can, stack on 1. Everybody can stack on 1. Everybody stack on the 1 marker, including main tank. There is no positionals in here, so keep stacking. Classic. Keep stacking the bait line AoEs. Alright, dodge giant orange line AoEs are about to appear under our feetsies. Run away! And the boss is going to jump. Make sure to stand on sand. Stand on sand. Stand on sand. Boss is going to jump center. Alright, next time he jumps, there's going to be Earth Shakers to go with it. If you get an Earth Shaker, take it away from the, rotate away from the party. Stand on brick. Stand on brick. Earth Shakers, out. Earth Shakers, make sure you get out. Good job, Earth Shakers. Boss is going to jump again. Stand on sand. Earth Shakers, you know what to do. Alright, pull center. Watch the orange. Alright, if you're on the party, you can go ahead and position yourself into cards of the boss after this raid wide. Go ahead and pre-position into cards of the boss. You can greed if you know what you're doing, but... Alright, everyone including main tank, now enter cards of the boss. Enter cards of the boss. Very good. Alright, inside for comments. This is going to be Ifrit dashes with a 4-fold. Watch your 2 minutes. We're starting at A. We're doing east, east, west, west again. Wait for the last dash. East, east, west, west. East, east, west, west. 1 movement. 1 and across. Watch seasons. Look away from 3. Look away from 3. Dodge ice. Dodge flower. Stack together for chains. And break your chains. These chains can't hold me down. Right, we're going into a raid wide, into a good old tank buster. Make sure you're away from the main tank. Very nice. All right, we're going to have Iron Splitter Rings with a 4-fold Mercy. All right, we are starting on east, east, west, west again. East, east, west, west again. That's nice. We are starting on 6 say brick. Brick. Within the boss's hitbox is safe. Get ready to move across and move. End on sand. And then one more for good measure. All right, beyond brick. Into seasons. Brick into seasons. Look away from 2. There's going to be line AoEs during this. Don't get baited. You have time. Alright, away from the bloom. Alright, next is a raid wide. Everyone can get inside the boss's hitbox. We should be getting healer LB3 soon if you have dead in your party. Once you're inside the boss's hitbox, it's a good time to cast that healer LB3. Alright, inside the boss's hitbox. Alright. We're gonna get either hide or get knocked to a clone that's doing fourfold. And the fourfold is on the clone. Is that north? And we are getting knocked into a barricade, knocked into 2, get knocked into 2. And then it's east, east, west, west. What the fuck is this? Oops, all east, west. Remember? Get knocked through the wall. East, east, west, west. On the clone. 1. And across. Alright, get ready to break your chains. Make sure to try and stay close while you're trying to break them. Perfect. Next we're going to have a armor splitter into either a hide or knock back. And we are hiding, maybe, actually. Let's see. What you got for us, friend? Yeah, we're definitely hiding. Okay, so don't melee uptime this too much. All right, be on brick, then hide. Brick, then hide. And hide. And back in. All right. Next we're going to have chains with mercies on a clone. Clone is at north again. Get ready to break chains. East, east, west, west again. What is this shit? Break your chains. East, east, west, west on the clone. East, east, west, west on the clone. 1, 2, across, and then we get knocked into the barricade at 1. And then we have a tank buster. It might be a lone one, it might be a stack one, who knows? It's a lone one, stay away from the main tank. They have cooties. Very nice, and next is Enrage.
What the fuck? Dodge? Who the fuck has Seraph Strike on? My goat.
I do. You're welcome.
You dodged the tank buster?
Tank busters are for dodging.
Yep.
Oh shit, raid wide. Tank LB.
Tank LB, oh my god. Boom. That was very good. That was a very good first pool. So next time, we're gonna fucking annihilate this guy. I know it. Alright, we're going to leave instance.
This map is insanely good.
Yeah, this group is in fact insanely good.
I'm sorry, I couldn't pick up all the people who were dead. I kept missing you.
the true dodge check.
But
0.4 on dice.
We do need to find a replacement for Robia, unfortunately.
It can be any DPS because I don't. Oh, yeah.
So let me remove them from the party. F's in
It
chat
can
for
be any DPS.
Robia.
Opal can fucking do my South Hallway tanking. Not South Hallway.
Sorry to cut you. A quick note to healers, if this wasn't mentioned, the Arise is 10% chance only if you have Divine equipped. So the reason why you missed a lot is because the RNG is a bitch, pretty much. That's why.
Let's see if we can nab ourselves a... Oh. Oh, RIP. I don't know what they were. Let me find that out.
Tank.
They were taken.
I'm in that party, so I can always swap to tank if need be. So you can either have like a, I'm fizz range right now. Sort of.
Now, from this point forward, we'll be using pures, so we'll be killing it. Yep, that's the plan. Yes, the pure will stay on you the entire time. Yeah, pures give you 50% damage buff and a 100% HP buff. Let's see here. The Neko online.
I am very surprised by how well all of you are doing.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. I love it.
Like, the last prog run that I helped out with was Opalt's, and we didn't even clear Barracks first try. We took 2 times.
Let's see here.
Let's get to TS.
Let's get to TA.
TA. Honestly, I'd be clear day 1.
Oh my god, dude, that would be if all these people clear TA day 1, I would be like, what the actual fuck? I think you're all lying to me and you're not actually fresh. I think that's what it comes down to.
I'd be surprised. Like,
TA is the wall.
You don't see fresh prog clear day 1. What the heck can I bring to fill out the rest of this holster? Can I bring... how much? No. You know what? Screw it. Who needs a re-racer when you can just bring 3 lost re-rays?
I kept trying to lost Seraph Strike when the seasons was happening, hoping if someone got their ankles bit off by the sword, you would just dodge.
That is funny. And to anyone listening, protect is very much not needed.
Yeah, not anymore. It used to be important for tanks for survivability, but now that we have fortitude rays, it really makes it not useful.
Not even fortitude rays. I'm pretty sure just existing as a tank gives you more than enough HP.
Ideally, you want to either use it, because really the true healers in DRS are the Cure Forecasters. So usually you use a Cure 4 every raid wide, or at least once every minute, because it's a 1 minute bravery. But use especially if you have any like sucker stacks. That might as well be a full party wide benediction if you have sucker stacks with Cure 4. It's ridiculous.
And it's an OGCD. So if you're anything other than Black Mage, you basically get to C4 for free, healing your party for most of their health, most of the time.
Your essences do in fact hit different. That is very true.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What can I?
Man, I should have spent my clusters on fortitudes instead of.
Oh yeah, if you
divine.
haven't spent your metal, you're gonna lose it all.
Well, not all of it, just a lot of it.
Let's see here. Let me go look in the past and see if we can nab any vultures that were sitting around. I hope Lynn went to bed.
How about Toma?
Let's see.
How about
Horse?
yeah, the horse? Horns. Pretty sure Toma said something about that earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sucker arrays were the roughest ones. The problem is like, man, which is hilarious because I actually did my initial clear of DRS as a healer back in the day when we needed solemn clarity to get people through the soften rage of Queen. All right, yeah, we'll have either Opalt or Alron can tank, and then we'll pull in Toma as a Fizz range.
Yeah, I swapped to tank and B.
Awesome. We'll nab B. Most things are magical in here. Protect's pretty useless in here for the most part. The only people that get any kind of physical damage is the tanks, and it's so negligible that you barely even think about it.
The reason healers break protect is for TA and Queen. And even then, it's really not needed all that much.
Yeah, really not
Honestly,
needed.
One healer total can bring protect.
As a ideally, you want to bring Lost Chain spell, is really good.
Seraph
Also
Strike.
farmable.
Also very farmable.
Seraph Strike is even more farmable.
Yeah, it's just rough on anyone who's not White Mage. The mana
Yeah.
support isn't really there for any other class.
And then we have Neneko coming in as a DPS in F. So once they jump online, we'll be able to head right back in. And then we shall see how far we go.
Though we do have at least one White Mage in each party. So that's fun.
Oops, all white mages. I mean, white mages are great in here because they don't put a whole lot of buffs on people.
And also Benediction.
And also
Who needs-
Benediction.
Who needs sucker stacks when you have Benediction?
Can you hear me right now?
Oh, I need to put it up. That's fair. You're right. I need to put it up. I need to fix the alliances. I actually don't need to. It's up.
How many
Oh, yeah.
lotions should I have in my holster?
How many
What
what?
are you-
How many lodestones?
Oh,
99.
you should, yeah, just all of your holsters just lodestones.
Don't actually, though. How many Dynamis dice?
If I have free space, I like bringing like 2 Dynamis dice, not even gonna lie. Because the cool thing about Dynamis dice healer LB3 is it's not party limited.
Isn't that only if you have Gambler on, though?
I don't
No.
know. The Gambler just changes the chances of you getting it.
Ah,
The
So
big
with
thing
a-
about Gambler is it means you won't ever get Doom if you do it. Really?
Mhm. Yeah, there's very little. I don't think. Is there any negative effects? I don't remember.
From what I remember reading, there's like been reports of it, but it's like not.
It's
It's
so
like
uncommon. Yeah.
0.000.
I think Gambler removes all negative effects, but Doom is counted as a beneficial effect. So Doom is left in the pool.
that is funny.
Yeah, so I think it goes from like a 1 in 20 something chance to kill you to being like a 1 in 12, I think. I probably am just making shit up at this point, but I'm like, I think the numbers were around that much from when I was told this very briefly.
You sound confident. Everybody will believe you, Car.
That's true. When you walk around with a
I'm getting
clipboard.
Listen, I'm getting a major in statistics. I'm aware of that fact.
I wonder if I could replace anything in my holster with Dynamis die.
Oops, more Dynamis die.
You don't need a re-razor vein, right?
That's
I don't
true.
have any re-razors in my holster. I have 3 lost re-razors, but no re-razors.
My Dynamis dice gave me limit cut.
No, it's more likely that the Dynamis die will
Alright.
give you haste.
Photon shield limit cut. Man.
Technically limit cut.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to bringing 3 lost re-races.
Shit, I've got space to put Dynamis dice in my inventory, and I'm doing that.
Oh god. I'm in danger. Thanks to Eric Dinglefart. Oh my god.
I will still be proud. I forget whose reclear it was. I got Toad in the middle of clean, and that was like the best thing ever. Because in the logs, I looked at my debuffs, and I just had a Toad debuff.
You
That was
can
like
get
my highlight of Dynamis
Pyretic.
dice.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can get pyretic. It fucking kills you. It's like
just-
the
it is
strongest
just fucking
pyretic you
Extremely
can
bio
have.
totem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
might as well
like-
be a Doom, except faster.
Yeah. Yeah, so fun fact, one time I was running CLL, and I was with like Jam and a few others, and I diced in my opener, and they fucking gaslit me into thinking that HSAC is what killed me. My ass rolled a poison. I was like, how the fuck did I die so fast? And they're like, oh, your HSAC must have just killed you. And I'm like, I'm a tank in fucking Bloodsucker.
I'm on slime side, right? I kind of just joined and forgot what
Yes,
side.
you are on Slime side, and Nenaneko is over on is on F as a Golem side.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead, do a ready check then. That would mechanic hit me. You know, that makes a lot of sense, I'll be honest. Blood Rage stacks. Small runs of the Baja fates are really fun. They're chaos. Just waiting on Jam, Babs, and Carter.
Yeah, PR Impetus is a lot of fun. I just wouldn't bring it into DRS. Maybe like DRN.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring Impetus into DRS, or else people will cry.
You'll just murder the entire alliance, your entire party on TA. Big sad.
Very funny, as long as you know like when to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just don't use sprint on TA unless unless you don't have a forced march.
I mean, you can get away with sprint. You just have to make sure to click it off. So that way,
Click it off before you get forced marched into a wall.
yeah, pretty much.
Also, just don't play Ninja in DRS. Not because of the move speed, it's just kind of sad.
It's just kind of sad.
You say, even though you wanted Ninja Duel.
And yeah. I played Ninja once, got my rank 4 TA, and then stopped.
Jam and I are ready, by the way.
Awesome. That means we're just
Here we are.
and Babs is here. Perfect. There we go. I'm gonna send this in. So at this point,
Yeah, please throw.
at this point, we will go ahead and you don't have to pull pop pures right away. Just make sure you have one at least in your holster, or pop it right away. Whatever you want to do. I'm not your dad. And we will be remaining in this same voice call as we go through these. I have to get to the cache. I forgot. I should have done it inside, but I didn't. That is very true.
Jam and I were we were raiding in another game.
I literally just got out of Criterion and I saw that message, so this was like perfect fucking timing.
Hell yeah, Criterion is certainly a thing that happens. Please make sure that you are going to be dropping down on the correct side.
Don't forget to get your holsters as well.
And don't forget to pick your full holsters. Make sure you have enough to last you until at the very minimum of TA.
Are we moving VC again? No, we are not.
Nope.
I think we are. Okay, we are down a tank in golems now. That is entirely fine.
I've got it.
Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, Paul, you can do North Hallway, Loxius, you can do the green golem. Otherwise, everyone back to your same spots.
Yeah, Phoenix down is useless in here. Re-raisers are always good to have as many re-raisers as you can bring carry while also being able to do your responsibility. And Toma, find wherever your new home is on the B or 2 marker, I think.
Both traps north again. Awesome.
Alright, and slime side is southeast, and well, you can't know which side of north it is. It could be either of the north rooms. You'll just check northwest first. Yep, no problem.
I'd go ahead, give ready checks once everyone from your party is here.
No problem. Make sure you have we have 4 each marker over here on slime side. Looks good, looks good. We're having a party. Slime gang.
I need a crash course on Golem, by the way. That's one thing I haven't done here.
Kill the enemies. There you go.
Okay, cool.
That's all you do as a DPS on non-golems. You just kill in a circle.
Just waiting on 1 and F.
Alright. A ready, C ready. Just waiting on B.
We have a D ready, waiting on 1 and F, and waiting on E. E is ready. F is ready. That is a golem's ready.
Awesome. Alright, and Slime's ready with a B ready here. I'm going to go ahead and start our countdown.
Oh, Paul, you can open the door for us, thank you.
Okay.
Traps are all north on Golem's side. Wait for Lorianne to percept those before running ahead.
Yep. And we have southeast and north for slimes. Oh, early open. Everyone in.
Go
early
ahead,
open.
Go in.
Northeast, pick up your 3 slimes. Northwest, oh my god. Watch for traps. Reds are down, get them out. Alright, go check the other room. Northeast, pick up your 3 slimes. Perfect, good job.
I'll trust on golems.
I wonder where the poison trap went.
Alright, and then in southeast, perfect. Oh, reds are down, get them out.
Healers, as soon as those tanks go ahead mint.
Good job, southeast, and southwest is going to be our last ones.
Green room interrupt.
Southwest, good job.
Kill the white golem.
Reds are down, get them out.
Hold damage till compaction.
Alright, healer free for all, start feeding your tanks.
And burst that white golem. Go kill the green one. Hit the hallway ones if you want while going over.
Reds are down, get them out.
Interrupts, please.
Be careful, southeast. You already have a lot of slimes over there.
And golems.
Reds are down.
Focus on hallways till they can get.
Alright. Perfect. Northwest is for and holding.
Interrupt, please.
Southwest is 4 on holding. Reds are down. Get him out. Northeast, just waiting on southeast. Alright, that's everyone reporting 4 and holding. Everybody commit. Everybody commit.
Work on the red, kill the red until it gets to about 20%, and we'll call to hold.
DPS start picking up loose mobs. Head out the north door. All the way to the east.
Correct.
That looks good.
Hold damage, and start killing it down. Good job. Wait, golems are going to continue spawning. Do not run ahead. Golems are going to continue spawning. Kill these golems. Demolish can be stunned or slept.
Buddy, rage attack this poor soldier. Buddy. Good job, everybody. Healers, check your parties for the dead. Otherwise, up we go. Make sure to pick up a personal chest of spoils. If you didn't pop your pure, now is the time to do it. Before we pull TS, is there any questions?
You guys were off tanks, by the way. If you don't want to sign off tanks again, but also I'm sure same off tanks are fine.
I mean, it's good to have them as backup just in case.
Yeah.
We have written perfect. Yes, there is. You don't have to. You're only responsible for the traps leading up to the dual pad. Okay, that's up to you. Not a big deal. But there is, yeah. Just note that there is traps after this. Let's see here. I know, right? Not all east to west fourfolds. Oh God.
Oh wait, I'm not going down. Yeah, I do need off tanks. I was red golden tank.
All right. Whenever you are ready, make sure you have pures. Make sure if you are anybody but Carter should make sure not to have their stance on. And when you are ready, go ahead and step over the purple line. Oh my god, Poe, I love your outfit. That is so cute. Alright. Looks like everybody is ready. Oh. Run away. Run away, Tomo. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start our countdown. Yeah, we're supposed to wipe at slimes a whole bunch of times instead, but, you know.
Yeah. We should still be in barracks right now with trash essences.
Yes, pretty much. Alright, food is good here. Vitality always helps. Boss starts off with a raid wide. Alright, next and after this we go into fourfold. Alright, listen close to fourfold calls. True north. Alright. West north. West, west, east, east. West, west, east, east. One movement. West, west, east, east. After his seasons. One. And move. Alright, look away from 3. And away from the blue. Alright, we are probably going to be skipping. Yep, inside the boss, we skipped. Main tank and off tanks, outside away from the party. Away from the main tanks and off tanks. Main tank, stand by yourself. Stand your ground! Right. Next, we're going to have chains with either a knockback or hide. We're going to be getting knocked back. Break your chains, get knocked back into a barricade. Break those chains and knock back into any barricade. Very good, nice job. Alright, come in for comp, Mifrit dashes. Save your 2 minutes. Alright, you're starting at beta. And then we are going to be hiding behind 3. Far end of 3, hide behind. Far end of 3, hide behind. Hide behind. Hide behind. Alright, in we go. Alright, everyone stack on 3 or in front of 3, somewhere around there. Any will do. Ouchies, I saw a lot of people's HP drop. Stack up. Stay stacked, stay stacked, stay stacked. For line AoEs. We're gonna dodge the orange line AoEs and the boss is gonna jump. Look, it's them! It's the orange line AoEs! And the boss jumps, be on sand. Be on sand. Anybody can be on sand. Stand these nuts. Alright. Next we're gonna go center. And then it's gonna jump with iron, Earthshakers. Please make sure to respect the Earthshakers. Be on brick near the boss. Earthshakers out, away, rotate away from the party. Earthshakers rotate away from the party. Good job, everybody. Boss is jumping again. Be on sand again with the Earthshakers. Take them out. Take them out. Very nice. Dodge the orange lines. And then raid wide afterwards. Ooh, we might actually... Can you point them north? Really quick? We're probably going to kick right into intercards at this point. Pay attention to facing. Pay attention to the facing intercards of the boss. Intercards of the boss. Right away. Right away. Pay attention to his facing. It's not facing north. All right. Inside for Ifrit dashes. We are skipping all kinds of mechanics. All right. This is fourfold with Ifrit dashes. We are starting at C. Starting at C. Okay. East or south. South, south, north, north. South, south, north, north. South, south, north, north. South, south, north, north. 1. And through. Seasons, look away from 1. Look away from 1. Look away from 1. And then away from the bloom. Don't get baited by line AoEs. Nope, that's the other one. Tech W. Break your chains. Alright, break them. Alright, next is going to be a regular tank buster. Maybe. Let's see what happens if we skip it or not. Otherwise, we'll be going into Iron Splitter fourfolds. Nope, there it is. Alright. Iron Splitter with fourfold. Alright. We are going west, west, east, east. West, west, east, east. West, west, east, east. Stand on stone. Stand on stone. Be on stone. 1 movement after the cleaves. 1. 2 move. End on sand. End on sand. And then there's going to be 1 random one. And be on sand. Be on sand into seasons. Alright, look away from 1. Look away from 1. This is the one with the line AoE. Okay. And then away from the bloom. You have time to dodge. Alright, into the boss's hitbox, into the boss's hitbox. If you have Dead in your party with Healer LB3, you can pop that now. But make sure you have Healer LB3 first. Alright, inside the boss's hitbox. Alright. Next we're going to have Mercies with either with a knockback or hide. Clone is north. We are going to be hiding. Hide over at 1. Hide over at 1, and then it is west, west, east, east. West, west, east, east. Hide behind 1, and west, west, east, east on the clone. West, west, east, east on the clone. 1, 2, move. Alright, get ready to break chains. Alright, you have the last chance for a healer LBs before the boss dies. Okay. We're getting knocked out, so stand on. Maybe? Nope, never mind. There are traps ahead. There are traps ahead. Do not go past the Perceptors. Good job, everybody. That was a sick TS kill. Don't go past here. Perfect. We got the wall. Alright, don't go up top of these steps. Do not go to the glowing pad. Do not go to the glowing pad. It is, if you are not the duelist, do not go to the glowing pad. Oh, I just heard someone eat shit. God bless.
I tried to call. I knew that it was happening.
If we could pick up a friend
Lulu,
here.
you're good. All of the traps are found.
Yep. Alright, if you are Lulu's support parties, so we need Toma and Luca to come over and buff our good friend Lulu. Luca Knight.
I'm showing Luca where now.
Nice. All right. Whenever Lulu is ready, you will they'll signify it. And
There is going to be a countdown. That is not to pull Dahu.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just kind of step back. Get away from Dahu. We don't want to pull him early. Because if we pull
remember,
Dahu
this is not for Dahu.
duelist,
This is not for Dahu. This is for buffs for the duelist. This is buffs for the duelist.
If we pull Dahu before the duel starts, the duel disappears and we lose that double damage bonus on one person, as well as they lose the opportunity to try the duel, which is what Lulu's doing today.
Yep. Alright, friends. Welcome to our good friend Dahu. See? The D is for Dahu. So, TLDR for Dahu, there's a bunch of orange circles on the ground. Please don't stand in them. This is a mini-boss. We do not get LB3 here, so please don't die, because if you die, you are that is just a resource drain on our rises, and we want them to go as long as we possibly can. So otherwise, we're going to dodge the AoEs on the ground. There'll be some left-right shockwaves. The big thing is during Spitfire, it'll be limit cut, because, every mechanic is limit cut. We will need to take the ones, you'll be a 1, 2, 3, or a 4. Just take it and kill a monster nearby to your marker. So if you have a 1 above your head, go to the 1, kill a monster, and just do that. Please pay attention. We need those safe spots to survive mechanics. And if we don't have those safe spots, it's a bad time. Otherwise, there's really all there is to it. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and step across the purple line. There's going to be no countdown for this as we have the duelist going. So, whenever you're ready, Carter, pull the boss. Alright, going to start off with some AoEs on the ground. Don't stand in them. Watch those AoEs. Watch those AoEs. The poor ley lines. The poor ley lines. Alright, charging south. Don't be in front of him. And then he's charging northwest. I can't get my east and my west clear. Alright, dodge the giant fire breath. Alright, pull center. Next is we're going to be dodging some line AoEs, as well as the Spitfire cast bar. Remember, if you get a number above your head, take it to the appropriate marker, and kill a monster. We need him dead. Alright, Spitfire, kill a monster. Doesn't even have to be actually near your marker, just we need monsters dead. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Left, right, shockwave. I don't see a single safe spot. Dodge across.
This is a first.
Everyone stack
We
up.
need Isuno. We need Isuno. We need Isuno.
Alright, healer start Azuna in. And we're going to be starting on the west. 1, 2, 3. You can stop at the second one. 4, and one more. 5. Alright, next is going to be the ad phase. Please, guys, you need to... I can only emphasize so much that you have to kill a monster. It doesn't even have to be near one. You have to be standing on the monster. There's going to be 6 tethers. Once 6 tethers, we'll have an off-take provoke. After 6 tethers, the off-take will provoke. Alright, off-take provoke, kill monsters. These are top priority. Kill the monsters. We need to kill these ads, save the tank. These really hurt. And they're dead. Save the poor black mage. Alright, they're dead. Alright, next is going to be more falling rocks with a left-right shockwave. Please make sure that you do not drop your the puddles where you cannot resolve the shockwave. And move. Alright, we're going to have Spit Flame again. Please go out. If you have a marker, go kill a thing. I don't even care if it's like crazy near your marker. It just something needs to die. This time there's going to be flares. Tanks need to use mitts and get knocked south. The party will get knocked north. Party get knocked north. Tanks south. Good job. Alright, we're going to have rotating.
Start on
We're
the
starting
right.
up. Yep. And you can stop moving after the second one. Start building gauge. There's going to be a shockwave coming up soon. In 2 charges. Either be really far or really close. Yeah, that's a successful duel. Good job. Alright, and move across. And dead. Good job. We do have a lot of dead. This is
messy.
really unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. So, healers, ideally only one person reses a person at a time. So, ideally you kind of stand on a body, the person that I'm going to res this person, and then you res them. We don't. If you and another person cast a rise on the same person, and one of them procs, that's inherently a wasted arise. You know, that's a good question. Because somebody, we had 4 people. We only needed 1 safe spot, and all 4 of them missed. It's beautiful. Hey, the second set of group though, they all did it. So that was a W. Dahu Prague, Dahu Prague.
Azalea, if you don't mind, if you guys die in combat and self-raise, please apply new razor. Do not jump back into the fight with that one, or you're going to die for good this time.
Yeah, it do be. It's a 10% chance, so it's rough. I've seen people dodge like multiple healers worth of holsters of Arises before.
I think Jam dodged upwards of 50 one time at TS.
Yeah.
It's really funny. And then there's me who died yesterday and got Arised in one single hit, and the healer just had to trash 4 Arises.
Nice, nice. I think we only have one person left.
You're safe to slot over both actions. I will be dispelling in QG.
Let's
want to
go.
be using all damage actions with the dual buff, because you do double damage now.
Yep. You are inherently a DPS now. Welcome.
Yeah. You have double damage. You don't want Protected Shell on you, because you're, like, you don't want any defensive buffs on you, because you will live everything without them. And they just take up buff slots.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much anything defensive is now a non-issue for you.
Carter, I need
What?
to ask you, what the heck were you doing on TS? You got a 97.
Oh, yeah, no, I expected that.
What the heck did you do?
I was in Blood Rage.
No one forces Gunbreaker. It's kind of free to get high numbers.
It's a free job, yeah. Like, I
Okay.
fucked up, like, a good number of times, and that number was very high. Also, like, our kill time was super long.
Like, Rain, the reason you didn't feel less damage is because you didn't use Blood Rage. That's all. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Only blood rage.
No, like, genuinely, that's the difference. Blood Rage is fucking stupid. If you want to hit funny numbers, learn to Blood Rage. And once you learn to Blood Rage, you'll never go back to not using it, because it's such a fun action.
I need to get more of it first, and Opal's driving the prices up.
Literally, actually real, fuck Opal.
Alright. Let's now that we have everybody here, let's go ahead and get explanations going through, and then we can continue our shit posting. So Queensguard. Queensguard, we are inherently going to be doing 2 fights at once, simultaneously. We start off with all 4 of them at the same time, and they just raid wide at us. If we could drop them down to 80%, they actually skip their raid wides, but that does require some active, intentional action usage to make sure to do damage to them. Once they jump away, Knight and Warrior are going to appear. Knight will be tanked in the center, and Warrior will be tanked at the eastern wall. The first mechanic is either going to be a purple or yellow tether. This is where Steel Sting or Spellforge come into play. Coordinate with your co-healer to see who's going to do what. Hopefully you both have both actions so you can cover whatever's necessary. But please make sure that you have kind of figured that out between you two. If it's a purple tether, we have to click off whatever we click off Spellforge, and if it's a yellow tether, we click off Steel Sting, and then apply it to the appropriate people. Next is going to be bombs. Bombs are going to appear, and they may or may not be tethered, and you may or may not be tethered. Just focus on what your tether is, and I will call out what you need to do to resolve. That will sound like tethers to large, rest to small, or tethers to small, rest to large. Just listen close to the call. Now, at the same time, we are going to be resolving a knight mechanic as well. It will either be shield or sword. If it is sword, we need to resolve on the edge of the arena, and if it is a shield, we need to get knocked away from the orb at a 90-degree or less from the knight. Let me pull up images, pictures. Really wish they would. Pictures. Should have had these up, but I didn't. Wait, where are all my pictures? My pictures. DRS resources. There we go. So this is an example of what the knockback looks like in DRS chat. So you want to make sure that you get not in front of the knight, but you get knocked away slightly at an angle, an acute angle, even away from the knight, into an appropriate bomb, either a small or large. That will, of course, be called out. After that, if you drop before your bomb, please make sure that you move into an explosion afterwards. At this point, the knight is going to cast a boost, which needs to be dispelled by either the tank tanking them or or a supporting healer to do it. Next, you may or may not get tethered, and then large AoEs will appear at the enter cards. If you are tethered, you will go to the green. Otherwise, you will go to the purple. It is wind or lightning. In the middle there, the knight is going to cast either sword or shield again, and then there will be 4 massive cleaves, 4 cones that come from him. If it's a sword, we need to go away in the safe area, and if it's shield, we stay under in the safe area. Otherwise, we dispel again, we raid wide tank buster, and then we repeat it again. Once we kill both of them, we'll jump into phase 2, which is Gunner and Soldier. Gunner is going to be tanked in the middle, and Soldier is going to be at the west wall. The first mechanic is going to be frogs. There'll be fireballs. They'll turn into frogs. I'll tell you to go into one of the 4 corners. I should put up markers for this. So I'll tell you, be like, go to A or go to C or go to B, so on and so forth. While you're doing this, there will also be a gap mechanic. If you've ever done Mustadio in the Evilise raids, it is the same mechanic. So you will need to make sure that while you are moving into the safe spot for the fireball, you point your empty gap at the gunner in the middle. Once his AoE goes off, you need to point your gap at soldiers that you are aligned with. They will be in a staggered pattern, so they'll be coming from the left, right, left, right, left, right, all the way up the arena. So just kind of look at the side of the arena, find the one you're close to, and then point your gap at them. Once that goes off, yep. And these do in fact have a small overlap, so please make sure that you are cleanly in front of one of those. Next is going to be turrets. These are going to be picked up by the main tanks. So the soldier tank will pick up the one on the west, and the gunner tank will pick up the one on the east. They'll just invuln the cast. We need to kill these. It is a big ouchies if it goes off, so please make sure to kill. Next is going to be fire and ice. Fire is pyretic. Ice is keep moving. Simple as that. Then we'll have jumping clones with a gap mechanic. So we'll just go to the safe spot, point your gap at the gunner, point your gap on the turrets you're aligned with. You'll see a pattern here. And then after this, we have normal bullets. They can jump 0, 1, 2, or 3 times. So respect those turrets and don't get clipped. And then there we have a final fire on ice. And then last but not least is the final phase. The final phase is this. If you look on the roster, you'll see people were assigned numbers A1, A2, B1, B2, so on and so forth. Congratulations. That's your reflect spot. When we go into the final phase, ethereal wards will appear at the 4 corners, and then there will be spheres that spawn just like that image. There's also going to be 2 aura spheres that spawn in the north and south. A, B, C will go north. D, E, F will go south. We'll have tanks assigned to pick up aggro on those aura spheres, and then invuln the spite check, which is a large, which will be a spread AoE over your head. Please make sure to kill these, otherwise it will start killing people at random. This is where you can either use the reflect spell or light curtains to reflect those orbs. You have 2 chances to kill all the orbs, so please make sure that if you are assigned or if you go down, let someone know. Put in yell chat or whatever, just so we can make sure that we cover all of them. If we do not pop an orb, that is a damage down, and that means things get much harder. At that point, there is, of course, directional parries. Do not greed the coat of arms cast, and then there's a second wave. Easy peasy. It's a fuck ton of information, but ultimately, most of it can be handled by calls. Just make sure that if you have a job, do the job. So we're going to go ahead and do quick assignments. So this is going to be our Knight Soldier tank is on A, and then Warrior Gunner.
I'll take Warrior Gunner.
Okay, sick. Oh, Alrone is over there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. There you go. Pick one. I don't care. And then we also need a North 1 and a North 2 tank, and a South 1 and a South 2 tank. These will invuln these spite checks. Thank you for the special boys picture. Do I even have that picture? I do, yeah. Don't know, I don't have the updated one, but when we go into this, we will pre-apply Spellforge or Steel Sting. So if they do physical damage, such as tanks, Fizz ranged, melee, they will get Spellforge to start, and if they are casters, such as healers and casters and healers, they will start with Steel Sting. You'll apply them when we start the countdown. I need a south. Oh, I can do it actually. Fuck it. I'll pick it up. All right. So we will go ahead. This is our 1. This is our 2. I know, it's crazy. Imagine playing a special boy tank job. All right. Can I get confirmation from all parties? Everybody has Spellforge and Steel Sting in their party. So C has both. Good. Party F is spell. Perfect. So whenever we go to the final phase, there'll be an Orosphere at the far south. You'll turn your stance on, beat it up, and when you get a big old spread marker above your head, you'll pop your invuln. Alright, awesome. Love it. Thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and throw those markers back down. Oop. Just pick one. And then they'll probably slot the other one. Yep. So yeah, Perry, just pick either spell or steel and go from there. Otherwise, once you are ready, go ahead and step across the purple line. Again, I do want to reiterate for the final phase, there is a coat of arms, which is the directional parry. I recommend sheathing your weapon during the cast, just to save you, because if it hits you, it gives you a doom. It gives you a twice come ruin, and if you get hit twice, you're just dead. So respect those coat of arms. It's very important. It'll have giant shields on the side you can't hit. All right. Looks like we're just waiting on Castiel. Perfect. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start our countdown. At this time, you can go ahead and start casting Spellforges and Steel Stings. Remember, all melee will get Spellforge, and all casters will get Steel Sting. Stance check. Only Alrone and Carter should have their stance on. We'll start off with a whole bunch of raid wides. And away we go! Alright, first raid wide is going to be coming up. Perfect. And then we're going to have the second one coming up shortly. Oh, the one jumped away. Very nice. Alright. Bosses are going to be jumping away here shortly. Alright, Warrior is going to be tanked on the wall, Knight in the middle. We have a little bit of time before the first mechanic. Alright, Click off Spellforge, apply Steel Sting. Click off Spellforge, apply Steel Sting. And Paladins, Dark Knights, Ninjas, Reapers will need Red Mage. Alright, it's bomb time, baby. We are going to be knocked away from the middle. Knocked away from the middle. Tethers to small, rest to large. Tethers to small, rest to large. Remember, get knocked back at a 9 degrees at acute angle. Tethers to small, rest to large. Tethers to small, rest to large. Don't be standing. There we go. Good job. Tethers to large. Yep, there we go. Good job, everybody. If you jump before your bomb, make sure to move into an explosion. Very good. And boost. Make sure to get ready to dispel that. And then a raid wide following after.
Target Knight.
Alright, after this relentless battery, where there's going to be tethers. If you get a tether, you'll go to green, the rest will go to purple. Check your tethers, check your tethers. Tethers to green, rest to purple. 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 And then we're going to be getting under and then out from the knife. Under and then out. We are going towards C. Out, 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 out. Very nice. Come in, dispel boost. And then raid wide. And then tank busters. Keep those tanks alive. We need more on warrior. Way more on warrior. Click off Spellforge, apply Steel Sting. We got lucky. We go into bombs again. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo. We're going to resolve on the edge of the arena. We're going to be resolving on the edge of the arena. They've evened out. We can hit the knight some more before he goes away. Resolving on the edge of the arena. Tethers to large, rest to small. Tethers to large, less to small. Tethers to large, rest to small. Tethers to large, rest to small. Edge of the arena. Good job, everybody. Looks good. If you drop before your bomb, move into an explosion. Alright, we need a lot more on Knight now. And boost. Spell the boost. Keep him even out. There we go, raid wide. And we go into tethers. Alright, they're fairly evened out. Go ahead and split back out as needed. Kind of spread the damage. There we go. Alright, we're going to be doing tethers again. Alright, tethers to green, rest to purple. Tethers to green, rest to purple. Tethers to green, rest to purple. Kill knight. Still resolve the mechanic. Tethers to green, rest to purple. And he's dead. Good job, everybody. Alright, Spellforge and Steel Sting is no longer necessary. Soldier is going to be tanked on the wall. Gunner in the middle. Start off with a quick raid wide. Oh, never mind. I forgot. Actually, it was a frog first. My brain. Alright. Chemicals in the water, turning the freaking frogs on fire. We are going to be going. We are going to 4. We are going to 4. Gaps are coming up. Point your gap at the gunner. Gap at the gunner. Gap at the gunner. Gap at the gunner. Gaps at turret you're aligned with. Gaps at the turret you're aligned with. And back in for a tank buster, I believe. Yes. There it is, tank buster. After this is going to be a raid wide. Or ride in wide. All right, next is
Why
going to
are
be
they
gun
holding
turrets. It's going to be gun turrets. If you are the main tanks for the soldier and gunner, they will pick these up. These must be burned down when they appear. Tanks will invuln these sniper casts. It is a slow cast. All right, kill the gun turrets. Kill the gun turrets. These are top priority. All right, tanks can go ahead and invuln. There's one down. And two down. Good job. Alright. Next is going to be ice or fire. Alright. Stop everything. Stop everything. Sheath your weapons. Do nothing. Until the animation is gone and the buff falls off. And we're good to go. Keep going. Next we're going to have jumping clones. There are going to be some jumpy boys. Yep, heal LB3 if you have dead in your party. Now's a good time. I'm recalling out a safe spot. This does have a gap mechanic, so be mindful. Right. The entire 3 side is safe. The entire 3 side is safe. Point your gat at the gunner. And then at the turrets you're aligned with. Good job. Next is going to be a raid wide into tank busters. There's those tank busters. Alright, next is going to be bouncing bullet turrets. They pass once, twice, or 3 times. Just make sure to respect them. Use a hair more on soldier, not much, but just a little bit. Alright, bouncing bullet turrets are out. Respect them. Oh. Die, gonna die. Alright, watch those bouncing boys. There we go. Alright, ABC North, DEF South. Remember, respect code of arms. Healers, get to your spot. Healers, get to your spot. Make sure you have Reflect. Make sure you have yourself selected if you're casting the Reflect action. Tanks, make sure to have your stance on for that spite check. Respect code of arms. Stop attacking. Alright, Orient. Pick up any missed spheres. That is a damage down. We need actions. We need action usage. Make sure to use your actions at this point. Code of arms, respect. Alright, next set of orbs coming up. Get these orbs. Don't forget to reflect them. We need more action. Gotta pump that damage. We have to really pump the damage. That is 2 damage downs. Alright, Code of Arms is the last one. Don't respect it, respect it, respect it, and kill. Alright, LB3 if you have it. Oh, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close. Can we kill it? Oh, that was really close. Holy fuck. Alright, good job everybody. Go ahead and pick up your personal spoils, and we do have bodies to pick up.
There are 2 chests to pick up here, by the way.
There are 2 chests there, thank you, Mushi.
Thanks, Mushi.
We have a lot of bodies to pick up though, so we'll see what we can do. Yeah, try and pick up healers first if you can. So if you're a healer, mark yourself so that way we can get you up first. Try and get healers up before anything. All right, perfect. We got a couple up. Nice, nice. Get the other 2 healers up. I believe in y'all. You can do it. Nice, nice, nice. We have Piper over here. It needs to be picked up. I believe. No dodging. I heard someone res Pog. Nice. I believe. I believe. There's another one up. Alright, I think we have 3 people left. We're gaming. I believe in you healers. With enough will, anything can be done. Pog. We love the last 5 rises. That means they're the extra lucky ones, right? Last plate is the good luck one. See? Told you! Easy. Alright, we have 1 body left. Let's go! Good job, everybody. We move on to our good friend Phantom. So easy. We are really low on resources, so please try and be extra careful on Phantom. I hope we don't see ice spikes. God help us. We don't have enough resources for it.
Ice spike's easy. Just 1 dispel.
1 dispel.
Just 1
I have
dispel.
spells still slotted.
1 dispel who gets ice spiked.
Yeah, but it's an Isina and like 20k damage. She'll be fine.
Alright, friends. Big thing to know about Phantom is Phantom has a... we'll be marching around a bunch of AoEs. If you look on the ground, there are dots on the ground. There are lines on the ground. The miasmas follow every dot on the ground, so please make sure to be very careful. And don't run into the wall at the end. You'd be surprised how often that happens. So follow it along, don't hit the wall. We'll do a whole bunch of movements, and then hopefully I don't kill us all this time. Smile. And then during this, there will be an add phase. There's going to be ones that we need to heal and ones we need to kill. The white ones need to be healed. The dark ones need to be killed. The red ones need to be killed. So please make sure, healers, don't drop all of your big healing abilities on the same one. Try and spread them out. Fi's DMs are always open if you want to go yell at him about what he likes to call that. In which case, but otherwise, that's really all there is to Phantom. Just respect the mechanics. It's a lot of just move from point A to point B, move from point A to point B. So we do have a Banish healer. I believe that Banish healer is our good friend Terrestria. Terrestria, did you bring Banish, friend? Hell yeah. You just want to make sure to keep it up and you can pull with it. And just make sure to keep it up on the boss. Otherwise, yes, that'll be first GCD, the first thing you do. Yeah, and you'll pretty much pull with it. Mm-hmm. All right. Otherwise, we will start with going either A or D. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and step across the line. We'll take a small break after Phantom before TA. Help, I lost
the funny fake bullet TA.
I don't know. I really don't think it helps that much because people need to resolve it themselves to actually learn.
That's fair. I guess it's just like we're getting to the point where we won't have time to go for another pull anyways if we die
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Alright, everyone is across. I'm going to go ahead and start our countdown. Go ahead and clear off markers, actually, before I do anything crazy. Party Carter, there you are. There we go. Alright, and countdown. Here we go.
That's the PvP experience right there.
Or are you like insane at PvP? Okay, I'm getting done old. I guess I'll fuck myself. My bad.
Who's good at PvP?
I was good. Opalt?
Oh, who knows?
I'm okay.
And here we go. Feel free to use actions. We need to refresh them on oh yeah, there's a raid wide. It's definitely a thing.
It exists.
It exists.
That's about all we can say.
Alright, then we're going to be going to either A or D. We are going to A. A gang, rise up. We're going to follow every dot along the floor. Every dot on the floor. Alright, don't hit the wall. After 3 pulses, we move over and over. Over to 2, over to 2. Alright. And then we go to... We start over at 1, starting on 1. After 3 pulses, we move over. One, 2, 3, move over. Ah, ah, ah. 1, 2, 3, move back over. Ah, ah, ah. My uptime. Alright, teleports mid. Remember, don't blow all of your healing all at once. Kill reds, heal whites. Make sure to build gauge. Wave 2. And final wave. After we kill all these raves, we need to interrupt the scary Baja Phantom. DPS win. Wait. You want to hit the boss some more? Remember, build gauge. Oh, could be either or. Oh, it's okay. There are traps ahead. There are traps ahead. Pick up your chest. I don't see any dead bodies on the ground. Good job, everybody.
Azalea, I have a question about Phantom.
What?
So I've been told for the second Weave Miasma, the inverted one, that it's guaranteed to be the safe spot at 1 and 3.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's always 1 or 3, which is why when you go to D, it's easier because from D you go from D to 4 to 3. Also, don't run ahead. There are traps here. I will percept all of them.
Yep, and there's actually very important traps. I mean, we won't be using them this run, but there are pink traps in here. These are mini traps. We need them to get to the secret boss. Please
Love
don't hit
the
it.
silly little bacon man.
Little bacon man. All right. From here, we're going to take a really quick break. So we'll take 5. Come back on the 13th minute. I need to give me some water. My throat's starting to die.
Don't forget
Yeah,
to
I
go.
get that one. It happens every time for me.
Let's make a Zelia call chess tonight.
God, please no.
Listen, if that happens, oh, chess
I'm going to
one.
laugh if we get.
Okay,
to
we'll make
freaking
great call.
What?
You know how to call chess.
I mean, I do, but like, do you want someone who's still learning to call on a prog run?
Yes. Isn't Prague meant
What
to
the
be a
fuck?
learning one?
Himbo, how long have you been in this call?
Wait, Himbo's in here?
15, 20 minutes.
I heard your voice and I got jump scared. Also,
Big fan?
Jam, thingy.
Carter, you should check Discord.
I saw.
This has been crazy tonight.
Been very, very good. It's crazy. Is how effective this prog group has been.
We just need to make sure to bring damage on TA. If we see Queen tonight, I'm going to laugh.
Oh my god.
We're not seeing Queen tonight.
Definitely
Okay.
not, but I will still laugh.
Okay, I can understand having soundboards not allowed, but why are activities banned on this server?
That's what I'm saying!
They're not banned in social. All the way down at the bottom.
Oh my god, this game is so good, man.
Oh, the Rabbit Steel?
Yeah, it's so good.
Jam and I playing it the last 2 days and we're fucking addicted. It's like you've been playing it. Can you tell that the developer, like the lead developer for this game, just like the designer, is just an FF player?
Oh, for sure. Most of them, a lot of the, though I really like the I really enjoy like the vertical and the horizontal binds. That's a really cool idea.
They're so cool! That's one of the few mechanics that I've seen in here that's not just like ripped from FF, that I'm like, they should add something like that to FF.
It's really sick.
Where the fuck is my duo? She's in this call. She hates me.
Damn, that's crazy.
This has not felt like fresh prog.
That definitely hasn't. It's been crazy. I think the dancer is my favorite one so far.
I've really enjoyed playing the dancer. I think Jam and I just cycle between like 4 different classes.
Yeah, you don't see one-shot slimes on a fresh prog, dude. It's insane. We have so much extra, like the fact that we have like extra 50 minutes is only because you guys fucking one-shot slimes. It's nuts.
Twice in a row.
We have this prog group has a 100% slimes clear rate,
which is insane.
Built diff, true. My healer's gonna be all the band-aids.
I think if we were in Pierce, we probably would have one-shot TI.
I think you're probably right, but it's better to have it's a good set expectations pool.
Back in Thomas says
nobody
back
would've
in my day, back in anyone's day, we wiped the slimes.
Reclear, wipe the slimes, baby.
24-man with 2 very inexperienced leads, wiped slimes 5 times.
Hey, we got Golemstone in like.
The Golems was killing it on that run.
Yeah,
Annihilation.
Slimes was. I couldn't focus at the end. Oh my gosh. Freaking...
That low man slime strat was fucking sick.
Annihilation run? Wipe the slimes.
So real.
Just I don't know anymore. Slimes is stupid.
Yeah,
it is. All right, friends. We are back. Make sure to do a quick wiggle. Make sure you don't get DC'd or anything. And we'll go ahead and do TA explanations. God help us all. All right. Welcome to Trinity Avowed. Typically, this is the biggest wall in DRS. It's a whole bunch of independent responsibility that I can't really call for you, so you have to resolve your mechanic. The biggest mechanic is hot and cold. There's going to be, and you will get a hot or a cold value, and then you need to minus it out with whatever the mechanic. At some later point, you will also get elemental brands that will modify that total, and this can add or subtract. For example, if you are a 1 fire, you need to get hit with a 1 ice. If you have a 1 fire and a 1 fire brand, you need to get hit with a 2 ice. You pretty much need to build the opposite heat of what your brand is. At least that's how I visualize it. I pretty much just try and make an opposite symbol of what my brand is, which is kind of a silly way to do it, but it's what works for me.
Azalea, I have a question.
What?
What happens if I have a 2 fire and a 2 brand?
Well, in that case, that can only happen during Swords 2, and if that's the situation, you need to get hit twice on 2 separate hits. That you cannot take both hits at the same time, as that will just kill you. Which you will see during Swords. But yeah, you do not take more than 1 sword hit at a time, and at the second Swords, you might have to get hit twice, so be very mindful about the math. It's all math, baby. Or just picture equality. Anyways, so there is... So to go through the weapons, there are 3 weapons that we'll go through. The first is going to be Staff. During Staff 1, there's going to be elemental meteors in the 4 corners. There's a Force March. You need a Force March to your to the meteor that resolves your element, and then yeah, we go ahead and hit the boss from there. Next is going to be Swords 1. The boss will go untargetable during this. And if you look at the 4, I'm going to put my waymarks down. Trinity Avowed. There we go. If you look, there'll be always one of those 4 squares. I will say the X square is safe. I'll say like 1 is safe. Then you need to resolve whatever your element is in one of the cardinal squares. What do you mean by cardinal square, Zelia? I mean, you'll be directly 1 square from the safe square. So if you're at if the 1 was safe, you can go 2, 4, or the opposite side of 2 and 4 to be safe from them. So please make sure that you are never more than 1 square from cardinal square, directly adjacent square from the safe spot. Also, if for whatever purpose, whatever you have might equal out, you can always go to the safe spot or the empty spot. That also works. So please be mindful about where you are standing. If you're on the intercards, then you'll just die. So don't do that. And next is going to be Bow 1. Bow 1 is just like before. We'll have a Tank Buster into a Force March, and then we get to play the Pipe Game. This time we just resolve the Pipe Game just normal. It just moves a little bit faster in DRS, so just be mindful. Unfortunately, I do not know the call for normal or inverted. If someone else
make it,
yeah, if you want to make it go nuts, I don't use it. I just trace it with my mouse because that's just how I am.
I also do the same, but I know how to do the call.
Yeah, it's true. I never learned
trace it with my mouse. Like, I know how to do the call, but I don't trace it with my mouth. But speaking is hard. I just look.
Use the eyeballs.
Use eyeball strat.
Use the eyeball strat. That works always so well in Savage. Then after that point, we will have the brands, the augmented pieces of it with our staff. We'll have to walk our own legs over to the safe corner while dodging clones. I will say either outside or inside corner, north-south of the corner, or east-west of the corner for whatever's safe. So listen closely, or if you're just really confident that you're in the right one, you can jump up and down to let people know that, hey, this one's going to be safe. But you do have to walk your ass there to do it yourself. Swords 2 is the same as Swords 1, except you can have 3 or 4 of a given element, so you might have to get hit twice. And Bow 2. Bow 2, also known as the shopping list, we'll have to dodge some clones, and then manually run our asses over to the safe side. You may need to pop sprint for this to get away from the wall if it spawns on your side. Usually I just wait until I see the wall and I sidestep to the side that I need to. It will either be on either side of the green or on the diagonals on the plus signs. Then once we go over to the side, 3 things happen. 1, we have our element. 2, we get our elemental brand. 3, we get a forced march. So we have to force march into the arrow spot that resolves our elemental brand and our element. And it is based on your facing. So if you look at the debuff, it'll have an up, down, left, or right arrow. That is the direction it is going to send you based on your facing. You will get sent 2 to 2.5 squares if you're a ninja. So please be mindful about that and don't walk into the wall. Try not to greed the mechanic while you're still progging this fight. But otherwise, it's nothing crazy. Now, general important things to know about this is 1, main tanks or off tanks if you're not confident with your main tank. This is the time you are going to slot Aether Shield, and you will use it on every raid wide. It is very important that we have Aether Shield on every raid wide. It is a very hard hitting ouchies, ooies, with a bleed. So please make sure that you keep your party alive and make sure to keep that Aether Shield flowing. Next is going to be whenever I call for tank busters, while Carter is going to be main tanking it. They are shared tank busters, so just tanks run up and just pop mitigations. RIP Dark Knights that choose to use TBN on it because it probably won't pop it, but you know, you can dream. Yes, Gloria Baja, that is true. Yes. Otherwise, that is the majority of TA. Again, this is very important. It is independent responsibility. There are all kinds of resources to help you do swords. There's a bunch of resources to help you kind of just learn a lot of this. In the recruitment post, there is a TS to TA teaching stream as well from Phi that will help you explain a lot of this stuff from their perspective. Otherwise, that is really about it.
Oh yeah, don't heal LB3 during staff phase. If you heal
Never
LB3
heal
during
LB3.
staff phase, they die.
Yeah, there's no safe spots in it.
Yeah, don't heal LB3 while there's a heat mechanic out because the person will show up with no heat, and sometimes it is literally unresolvable.
Yeah, it's rough. Just usually during a mechanic, just don't res. We'll heal LB3 either before or during a phase transition, a weapon transition. Staff and 7 not having the same, so it's so fucked up. Very true. I mean, gotta keep it. Yep. Otherwise, that is everything. I will leave it up to the party. Do you guys want to see a practice pool with a few vets, or do you just want to pool yourself? We have 40 minutes, roughly.
Yeah. So, because there won't be enough, if we pull this and wipe, we probably won't have enough time to cut all the way back to TA. But we can still come back in and do QG again for cleanup. Or if we do the fake pull with a few vets running in, it would just be 2 or 3 people, or it would be like 3 or 4 people going in, showing off how the mechanics work, so you can watch from back here. We'll die to enrage, we get scraped off the floor by some healers, and then we'll do an actual pull of TA to end the night.
Aren't we low on arises though? Like as much as I like to
are-
practice pull.
We are pretty low on arises.
Yeah, because we had a bunch of...
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Otherwise, let's go ahead and if you are ready then, step over the purple line. Food check. And just waiting on Jam then.
Damn.
You
Jim, I can
believe in
fucking
our
hear
Jam.
you.
They're just spamming you with their magic spell.
That's what I'm saying! She's ready.
Aww. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start our countdown. Remember, Aether Shield every Glory of Baja. Very important, tanks. If you don't trust your main tank, off tanks could also slot it. Starts off with a Tank Buster. And away we go! Whoop. Alright, takes to the front. Mitigate. Alright. Go ahead and shield and mitigate. Aether shield and mitigate. Alright, we go through our first sword phases. Alright, we're going out. Out at the flash of light. Melee can go out at the flash of light. What flash of light? That one. Too early. Alright, come on back in. And then, we'll be going either front or back. We're going to the front. We're going to the front. Swords last. Interesting. Front of the boss. You looking at the boss. Boss looking at you. Boss will reposition center. We're starting with bow. Be behind the boss. Be behind the boss. Tanks can go ahead and move to the front. Alright. Force march is applied. Look at your debuff bar. Tanks mitigate. Alright, get force march to the safe side. Get force march to the safe side. We're going to Delta. Get force march to Delta. Do not greed. If they die in the fire, they can be rescued out of it. If they re-raise, you can rescue them out of the fire. Check her hot and cold. Check her hot and cold. Resolve, you want to get hit by the opposite of what you got.
This is normal pattern.
Hit by the arrows. If you don't have anything, oh, first death. Well, not a thing now, but. Alright. Come on in. We're going to pull the boss mid. Aether Shield and mitigate. Aether Shield and mitigate. Pull the boss middle. Alright, we're going to be getting out at the flash of light. That flash of light. Alright. Get into the middle. Get beyond the 3 marker. We're gonna have some proximities going out. Check your hot and cold. You want to get force marched into the meteor that is the opposite of your current hot and cold. Check your force march. Get in the center. Mitigate regens to keep people up. Force march is going off shortly. Don't greed. Force march into your meteor. Come in. Point the boss towards the middle. Shield and mitigate. Aether shield and mitigate. Everyone should be standing in front of the boss, and the boss should be staring at you. Be sure you're in front of the boss. We are going into swords. We're going to get our hot and cold, and then the boss is going to go untargetable. Mind your cooldowns. Remember, everybody, up, down, left, right. Alright, 4 is safe. 4 is safe. Remember, only get hit by 1. Only get by 1 cardinal from the safe spot. 4 is safe. You should only be a cardinal from 4. Alright. Once again, we're going to 2. 2, 2, 2. If you're resolved, be on 2. Boss is going to be coming in hot. Aether shield and mitigate. Aether shield and mitigate. Alright, boss is going to reposition south. I say south, but middle. Just be on the south side of the arena, be behind the boss. Be behind the boss. Alright, we're going to be dodging some clone AoEs here shortly. It'll either be sides or intercards. Sides or intercards. It is intercards. Make sure you're on the intercards from the boss. Dodge the clones to get to the safe side at beta. Get to the safe side at beta. Hop sprint if you gotta. Alright, it's the shopping list time. Hot and cold. Then elemental brand. Then, to top it off, at the very bottom, where the gratuity is supposed to be, we have our quick march. Check your quick march, check your elemental brand, check your hot and cold, and we're going to be resolve your hot. Remember, 2 squares, 2 squares.
Normal pattern.
Oh, cursed. Alright. Force march is resolving. Do not greed. Alright, face the boss towards the wall. Main tank face it at the wall. Alright, tanks in front. Aether shield and mitigate. Aether shield and mitigate.
I can end on this one.
Okay, dokie. All yours. Alright, pull center. We're going into staff 2. Remember, this time you have to use your own legs. You're going to get out at the flash of light. And out. Center up. Boss is so far away. Alright. Regens to keep people ticking. We're going to center up. Remember, you walk to the corner that resolves your elemental brand and your element. Your elemental brand needs to be equaled out. We walk. Walk to the corners, and then we are going to be going to the inner square, inner corner of your element. Boss is so far away. Alright, then you can face the boss towards middle. Aether shield and mitigate. Aether shield and mitigate. Heal those LB3s. Yep, that's a good time for it. If you have dead in your party, heal LB3s. Good to go here. Be in front of the boss. Be in front of the boss. In front of the boss. Make sure you're in front of the boss. Alright. Swords 2, friends. Alright, elemental brand is coming up next. Remember, it can be 3 or 4. If it is, you need to get hit twice on 2 separate swipes. Alright, we are starting off with 1 is safe. 1 is safe. 1 is safe. There should only be 1 cardinal from the 1. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo. 2 is safe. 2 is safe. 2 is safe. Should not be. If you're on 4, you're gonna die. And we come back in. Aether shield and mitigate. That is, that's it. Unfortunately, we are not going to be clearing 35%, but, you know, that's TA for you. Good job, everybody. High die standard! Nice LB3, I like it. Good job, everybody. That was a very sick prog cycle, like prog run. That was really good.
Fresh, seeing TA Night 1 is really good.
That is really good.
Yeah, if people study up a little bit before next week, that could definitely be
Hilariously
queen-
enough, it could
queen
potentially
clear.
be a queen clear. Yeah, it could be a queen clear if people really study TA. So again, there is a ton of resources around the place. There is a game to help you learn swords, a flash game. There is a bunch of infographics to help you with bow and staff is staff. Otherwise,
That'd be so fucked up.
That would be so fucked up. That is true.
If you click on the little link to DRS resources that I put in DRS chat, that is the TA swords game if you want to practice TA swords. So you can understand where you can stand to be safe and not die.
Very true. No, not guaranteed. So what I'll do is tomorrow I will be putting up another sign up about 24 hours from the start time of this. So that's 10 Central. So I'll have one at 10 p.m. Central tomorrow. So fill it out. 48's a lot of people, and so I don't want to go through. But I will be labeling it as like a TA plus. So which you guys very easily qualify for. So we'll go from there. I mean that depends. I mean it depends on who else signs up, or like. Because ultimately, because of the needs of the raid, like if some people can't make it and some people can, that might change who has what. So, of course, if you put that your primary job and you don't have any secondary jobs, then of course I'll put you on that. But just be mindful that the less jobs you put, the less if something comes up and I have to roster prog a little bit, it'll make it harder for it to slot. Otherwise, yeah, thank you everybody for coming. And yeah, that was great. I'll put logs up here shortly.
I already did.
Oh,
I
nice.
think mine are already public because I've just been live logging since earlier today.
Hell yeah.
I live logged the thing.